new business, account service, internal leadership. He wore many hats.
He did, but within a week, Roy had the first project with Southwest Airlines, and that was probably the biggest blessing that ever happened to GSD&M because they pretty much put us on the map. When you work with giants, Herb Kelleher, Sam Walton, Ed Whitaker, Norm Brinker, Charles Schwab, Jim Collins, Tim Fincham in the PGA Tour, Bill Clinton, George Bush, George W., all these people taught us a great deal and shaped our agency.
Roy woke up every day trying to figure out how am I going to make a difference within the walls of the agency, the city of Austin, and then how do you make a difference that's going to have a positive impact on people's lives.
If you ask Roy, to him at 9/11, his greatest moment was the I Am an American PSA.
I am
an American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I'm an American.
I am American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
Very early on, Roy and I were going down to San Antonio to make a big presentation. The creative team presented us with their campaign, and it was just simply not presentable. Roy said, I want you to go find a 3-ring binder, and I want you to fill it full of blank pages. So we walk into the boardroom, and Roy stands up and he said, we have a good campaign for you, but we're not going to present it today because you deserve great work. So rather than show you the campaign that Tim has here in this 3-ring folder, we would rather come back to you when it's great. The chairman of the board slowly rose up, slammed his fist on the table and said, that's why we hired these guys. Roy turned to me and he said, this is something I don't want you to ever forget because if we can sell nothing, we can sell anything.
That's in his DNA. He can sell just about anything.
Beauty shot.
Roy Spence's journey of purpose started in his hometown of Brownwood, Texas. And let me assure you, he's never forgotten where he came from. I should know, I came from Brownwood too, and grew up down the street from Roy and his wonderful family. I've known Roy since I was 5 years old. Recently, in a front page article about Roy being Austinite of the Year in the Brownwood Bulletin, a reporter said a phone call with Roy lasted about 1 second before Roy began talking about his hometown of Brownwood, Texas. Roy always talks about how he got on the road to purpose early in life when he learned the 4 F's: family, faith, friends, and football. With Brian Jordan, he also pro bono produced a campaign promoting Brownwood when it needed it the most, and it is still everywhere in Brownwood. Feels like home.
Well, I was born here some odd years ago, and here I'll spend the rest of my days. From the banks of the lake to the roar of the crowd, there's just something about this place. It feels like home to me. It feels like where I need to be. Sun up to sundown, day after day. Well, I can't say it any other way. It feels like home to me.
Roy's journey of purpose accelerates dramatically when right after high school, he met a revolution at UT Austin. And he and his band of brothers and sisters created Media 70, producing revolutionary and culture-changing multimedia shows at UT, where thousands of students would line up to pay 50 cents or, okay, a brownie, in order to watch these shows. It was also there where he'd meet his best friends and business partners for life, Steve Gurisich, Judy Trabulsi, and Tim McClure. And he and his wife of 45 years, Mary Courtney Spence, would raise right here in Austin an amazing family in Courtney Ashley Shea and grandkids Charlie and Scarlett.
As Roy often says, he met his destiny in Austin, Texas. He and his friends and business partners for life, Steve, Judy, and Tim, built GSD&M right here in Austin, Texas. It was an advertising and marketing phenomena that took the industry by storm by winning and representing some of America's most iconic brands. Most importantly, Roy and his partners built a culture of love and respect, anchored in the golden rule, treating everyone like family, and then they gave the credit to all of us. In 2016, he was inducted into the Advertising Hall of Fame in New York City, the first and only so far from Austin, Texas.
I don't know if I can do Roy Spence justice tonight, not because I'm not in the advertising business, but because I love him so much. We met almost 44 years ago. I was 25, he was 23. We're almost the same age. He looks 20 years younger than me. I hate him for that. I don't know why I'm here. The reason he looks younger than everybody his age is he is. He is. He wakes up every day just like he was 18 years old. Gonna go out and conquer the world again in a way that helps somebody else, not him. I'm so glad to join in congratulating my longtime friend Roy Spence on being named 2022 Austinite of the Year by the Austin Chamber of Commerce. I'm really glad the Chamber is recognizing Roy for his work in the advertising industry in Austin, including his founding of GDS-D&M and his leadership in charitable and nonprofit efforts. He has done so much to make Austin a better place to live, work, and do business. And Roy's more than a civic champion. He's a master at understanding people's dreams and aspirations and using that knowledge to help us all forge strong connections and find a common purpose. I'll never forget how he brought his expertise and enormous heart to help 5 former presidents spread the fundraising message of the One America appeal in the wake of destruction wrought by Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria, and a long, long time before that. We worked together in 1972 in a hopeless campaign that made us lifelong friends. He is one of the brightest, wisest, best-hearted lights in the Lone Star State, and I cannot think of anyone more deserving of this tribute. Congratulations, Roy.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Mills, and okay, let me just start. I'm not from Austin or from Texas, but that doesn't mean I haven't come to love Austin, maybe even Texas, because I love one of its greatest products, Roy Spence. When I first met Roy, when he came to the White House, he used to sing Lyle Lovett's song, "You're not from Texas, you're not from Texas, but Texas wants you anyway." And I always used to wonder, what could that possibly mean? But what he really meant was that every time he came, he wanted to share just a little bit of Austin, but also a lot of Texas and a lot of purpose. And I admired him for that. Every time the president or the first lady or the chief of staff would ask Roy to come, he came. Without question, he was there. And when he came, well, first of all, he had the run of the place, but I mean, who am I kidding? Everyone who knew he had the run of the place knew why he had the run of the place. And I gotta tell you, one of the things that I always loved about Roy when he came is he brought an unbelievable amount of what I now understand to be Austin. He brought a lot of energy and optimism. He brought a lot of ideas and the spirit of nothing was impossible, that big Texas spirit of if we're all in this together, then get out of the way, we'll get it done. Here's what I know about Roy. When the tsunami hit and he filmed President Clinton and President Bush, he did it in a way that not only had an impact, he demonstrated what service and giving looked like by doing that, as he did always, for free. When Katrina hit, he was there again. When the earthquake hit Haiti, where I spent a lot of time working, he was there filming PSA pro bono advertisements that really were designed to help the world, help Haiti. He did it with President Clinton and George Bush because purpose is not about politics, it's about getting things done. And he did that. When Hurricane Harvey hit, and then when Irma hit, Roy, and then with his daughter Courtney, was there again, giving of his time freely for the opportunity to get something done, for the purpose of ensuring that in the end, the world was a little bit better for his efforts.
The country has witnessed catastrophic devastation. Hurricanes and flooding have upended lives and livelihoods.
Across this great country, Americans have answered the call.
That special calling that compels us, when others are down, to step up and do whatever it takes.
America's at her best when, against all odds, we come together and lift each other up.
Please donate to oneamericaappeal.org. America needs you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roy's the one person in the world that all presidents can agree on, which I always found amazing, because as you know, in this divided world, it's hard to find something everyone agrees on. Why do they agree on Roy? Because Roy is never about politics. He's about purpose. And when you really believe in purpose, you believe in Roy. And Roy makes you believe in Austin. I love you, Roy.
I met Roy Spence at Austin City Limits when they were inducting Willie Nelson and Stevie Ray's band, as well as a few others, into the Texas Hall of Fame. I shared with them my interest in advertising, storytelling, and my love for the city of Austin. And soon enough, we agreed on enough things that he invited me to come on over to Idea City when you could. I did. Roy and I quickly became friends. We took a lot of walks together. We had a lot of talks together. We still do. Roy's a salesman. Roy loves marketing, and he's always operated from the stance that marketing can be a force for good. Now, if you know Roy, you know that the journey of purpose, well, that's his calling. And every time Texas or Austin has called him, along with his partners of 50 years, Steve Garasich, Judy Trabulsi, and Tim McClure, they would answer that call and use marketing as a force for good. Starting with Don't Mess with Texas.
Mamas, tell all your babies, don't mess with Texas. Don't let them throw cans from them old pickup trucks. Don't let them throw bottles and papers and such. Mamas, tell all your babies, don't mess with Texas. Keep your trash off the roads, and she's a fine yellow rose. Treat Texas like someone you love.
We're not the universe. We're the university. We know this, and we know that in the vast expanse of time and space, we are but a piece in the puzzle. But we're an awfully damn big piece. We're Texas.
And when the chamber called, Roy answered the call once again with Let's Be a City of Us.
As we open up businesses and begin rebuilding dreams here in Austin, let's also open up a new day of listening and mutual respect. That while we are all different, there is an us in Austin. And today, our local business owners, our hospitals, and our neighbors need us to wear a mask. A mask on each of us is a win for all of us. Let's be that city of us.
That's Roy Spence, a marketeer, a good man, a man of purpose. I personally am glad you were born, buddy. City of Austin's glad you were born. State of Texas is glad you were born. We're all lucky to have you in our lives. Congratulations on this spotlight. Just keep living, brother.
Most everyone knows Roy Spence, one of the most creative people alive. Friend and advisor to multiple presidents, a person who understands that marketing done well can truly be a force for good. Someone who cares deeply about people finding their passion and being able to fulfill their purpose in the world. But many may not know that Roy is the thought leader behind the Make It movement, a platform to help students identify and fulfill their passion in the world of work, to be able to make it to better lives in our community, to help young people discover their purpose and talents by showing them a whole new world of opportunities where when they learn more, they earn more.
Let's make 2023 the year of purpose right here in Texas, where we as Texans stand together on the one thing we all agree on. We all want our kids to be successful. Welcome to the Make It movement, working with school counselors, CTE instructors, parents, teachers, employers. Our purpose is to help young people discover their purpose while they're still in school by showing them a whole new world right here in Texas of high-skill, high-income careers where they can make a lot of money and they can make a difference. As we stand together as Texans, we can create a whole new generation of young, high-skill, high-income professionals right here in Texas. Go to makeitmovement.org and discover how you can make it in Texas.
I made it.
I made it.
My way.
Welcome to the Make It movement.
Recognizing Roy as Austinite of the Year for 2022 is so appropriate because of his caring for our students and our community. Roy, congratulations, Austinite of the Year.